Hello guys, this is Tinro. Welcome back to KSP Science Exploration Adventure. This is episode 14 and we're continuing from where we left off. We've got a probe as well as a lander headed to Niven so we can land on the first planet besides Gale that has an atmosphere that we've discovered. So let's get going with that. I don't know how aggressive the atmosphere is going to be. It's only 0.12. I don't know how low I need to get it. I think I'm going to try aerobraking. So the periapsis here is at 70. To shift it down, I just want the interior one. So I'm going to do the radial in just a little. I think that my engines... Did I throttle this engine down? I did. 4, so I'll keep it that way. And this is going to be using the drag and the friction from entering... Oh, 47. Crap. So this is just going to help slow me down. And hopefully not make me blow up. While I'm swiveling around trying to correct that mistake that I made, there's a bunch of stuff that I can do. Analyze telemetry. Flight data uploaded, 2.5 science. I can transmit that. Imaging data, broad spectrum analysis for 20 science. I'll transmit that. Pressure data reads 0, 30 science. Temperature. Measuring the temperature is impossible. We've seen that one before, 20 science. Magnetometer, 12.5 science. Visual observation, 15. And the mystery goo for 25 science. Keep it. So I'll keep that. And there's got to be more. I'm not seeing this. Observe materials bay. It seems that experiment tracker has a problem with the second edition of that being there. Oh, did I transmit that or keep it? Oh, I transmitted it. That's physical, so I'm gonna want to keep that. Where's my science box? Collect all. Alright, Tannery, let's have you fix that slight mistake. We'll restore this and restore this. I'll observe the mystery goo, even though I think I kept that already. Keep it. Observe materials bay. Keep it. EVA report from Tannery. 20 science. Keep it. Board. And then collect that data again. And probably one of them isn't going to transfer. Mystery goo already there. EVA removed. Okay, yep, that's fine. Now let's try this again. I said 55, I think. If I go too low, I'll get too much resistance, I'll pick up a lot of heat, and some of my stuff might blow up. I'm gonna want to toggle this back in. It looks like there's some... Is that terrain? Or are those dust clouds or something? No, that's terrain. Right? I'm not sure. 60,000. So I'm in the atmosphere. You can see that my periapsis is going down very slowly. My speed is going up, actually. I'm in the very tip top of the atmosphere, so I didn't know where it would start. Wasn't sure how it scaled. So let's stop burning. And I can actually loop around, I guess. My periapsis is at 53. Uh-oh. So there's a dead spot in my network. My nearest satellite is Gale. I'm guessing that the 240 is too far away to link to. The solution for this was probe and return one can be set to be relay as well. How did my habitation expire? I thought I had like 38 days. 38 days home. I don't know. I wasn't paying that close attention, I guess. Also, I'm out of electric charge. Oh no. I forgot to extend my solar panels. Great. Well, it's a good thing I've got reserve power, but I don't want to extend them while I'm in the atmosphere. So let's see if I hurtle through here. My periapsis is fine. My apoapsis, you can see, is decreasing. Getting closer to 2,000. Transfer reserve to main. 10%. T, turn that off. Return to duty. Okay, so they ran out of power. That's what the problem was. That's a little bit more aligned with what I was expecting. Got some spin. Now I'm out of power again. Why can't I extend these? Hibernation off, hibernate and warp auto. I'm gonna keep running out of power. Oh, it's because I can't control my vessel right now. Niven probe and return. Let's switch to it and see what I need to do. Okay, that'll take about 600. So that's going to take the fuel that I have right now. That's kind of what I planned for, but I didn't plan on circularizing because this other fuel is to return home. And then this satellite is something I'm going to detach. What kind of orbit is this going to be? Looks pretty polar. Let's see what I can do to make this a more polar orbit. Because if I make it more polar, it'll be easier to rendezvous with. Because it'll be too expensive to do an equatorial. Alright, that's good enough. Now what I need to worry about is keeping an eye on my dead zone from Gale, which is turning out to be probably where I want to land. I'll have to twist my maneuver node so that I land closer toward this shadow instead of this one. While I wait for that, is this considered low? Microgravity in space near Niven, yes. Keep telemetry 3 science. Gamma rays 60 science if I keep it. Imaging data, broad spectrum analysis 24, I can transmit that one. Pressure data 36, I can transmit that. Magnetometer, gotta extend that one. Same amount, so I'll transmit it for 15. Visual observations 18, surface looks really close. Transmit. Materials bay 75. Keep it. This is full thrust. Bringing down my apoapsis. I need to expend this fuel anyway. Oh no, X. So I'm getting kind of close. My periapsis is back to that. Let's take Tanry. VA report, 24 science, so we'll keep it. We'll take the materials, restore that. Collect the data, and then restore that. Get our materials bay hiding. Oh, I can't do that while I'm controlling Tanry. So I'll board, and then I'll collect all the data. And now this vessel's in a good spot. It's also fairly polar. These guys are good for electricity and food, right? 5 hours, 36 days, 48 days. Okay. So now I can go focus on this other craft, which was supposed to get here and have scanned the planet before my Kerbals even got there. But that's not how it happened. So I only want my satellite to be in polar orbit when it's scanning, and then I want to change it to a equatorial orbit and switch it to relay mode. It just occurred to me that my return maneuver probably depends on me being in an equatorial orbit as well. So I might want to do that. Let me jettison these and see where they go. And see what it will take to make that happen. Should have thought about that sooner, like when I was far, far away. How expensive is that? 1,200? Oh. That's too much fuel to just do something like that. But I want the right angle when I exit out of... So this doesn't have solar panels on it, this lower portion. So I'm going to hibernate and warp, hibernation on. So I'm not controlling it from here right now. I'm gonna jettison. Separate these two vessels. No, not that one. Okay, I'm controlling this little probe. All right. Got my solar panels. Let's turn these on. Start the radar scan. And start the multispectral scan. That doesn't open. All right. So let's see how many days I have to scan. 37 days of 35 days of habitation. 47 days of food. Life support is off. So I'm going to set an alarm for an actual time countdown. We'll do 32 days. Then we'll turn on the big map. And I'll set it to biome. Get rid of the small map. And let's see how much time this takes. Oh, my window to return home is in 9 days. I should land before then. Why is my map not filling up? Am I running out of power or something? That's more like it. It's just not updating. So I don't really care about the biome because I'm only going to land in one. So for now, I'm going to leave this. I'll go to my lander. I'm going for the poles. And just hoping that I find a flat spot. This is my first mission out like this where I actually have to depend on the network. I only want this one. I need to save this fuel too. I'm gonna cancel this. Like I said a couple times, I was hoping to have this satellite available for use. I switched to this and I set it to relay. Okay. So I can no longer control... I can control this now? What? I don't know what just happened. So I want to land on the poles. Why were they doing that? This turns a lot better without the giant tank on the bottom. Bring my apparatus down. Oh man. I might not be able to get off this planet. Because if this slows me down, my apoapsis is still pretty high. I might try to do one orbit where I just turn these off. I arrow break it. This is so much tighter than I planned for all the fuel and stuff. And I hadn't updated my vehicle assembly building to let me actually use my own custom control yet when I built this. So I have to manually toggle these solar panels. Well, let's go to the periapsis and see how this does at 49,000. So my apoapsis height is now in the atmosphere, so I'm gonna have to land. Get ready to land. Parachute altitude, I want those to deploy immediately. Landing legs, extend. I'll pin these solar panels so I can keep an eye on retracting them before plasma burn. Communitrons, I'll do something similar. Pin these. I'll do 2.5 minutes from plasma burn, I guess. And retrograde. Signal strength is decreasing as I enter the atmosphere. Let me burn off about 50 meters a second more of this horizontal speed. Okay. 76% strength. When it gets to about 50, I'll shut everything down. Okay, retract this, sleep, sleep. Just in time for the plasma, and it looks like I'm going to land. I'll probably slow down, so I land in the poles before the dark, hopefully. And this terrain is super hilly. I'm crossing my fingers for something I can actually land on. I should have made a wider craft. Or since I was going to be depending... Oh, I had the landing legs on the inside because I wanted them to be able to land on Gale as well. Otherwise I would have stuck some on these side tanks. 15 seconds. This actually looks like a good place to land. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Parachutes are still too hot. 1. Oh, this mod doesn't work, does it? I'll slow down to 1/2 speed. What is going on? Wake in 1 second. Wake in 1 second. Let's look at the log. Can't wake a communitron. Can't currently move. That's like a catch-22. I can't move because I don't have any antennas. That doesn't make any sense. I wonder if there's a better mod to do something like this, other extending. Retrograde. Might be too late though. Oh, well, I should just put this back to normal. That is so weird. I don't think that I can rely on that mod ever. Oh. Ever again. Stay up, stay up, stay up. Stay up. I thought I saw something else come up in the middle of all that spam. Maybe not. Instantiating add-on servo monitor. Okay, that's something different. I don't know what that deal was with that, but I don't think I can depend on that mod anymore. Because it took me forever to set up this mission, and it almost just tanked because I didn't get the functionality I expected from it. Materials by goo. Deploy all. 40 science. I'll let these all go through. 8 experiments. 24 for the hydrogen scan, because there's an atmosphere here. It's one of my new experiments. I've got this stuck right over here. Fluid spectrovariometer. I'll keep that. Flight data for 4 science. Seismic scan, 80 science. Oh, wow. That's pretty high. Atmosphere analysis, 80. Pressure scan, 48. 32 for the temperature. Mystery goo, 40. Material study, 100. Magnetometer, 20. Well, I don't have fuel to definitely go anywhere else. I have, so I'll use all of these. No, reset. Toggle. Decouple. Toggle decouple. I think that's all the ones I put on here. It's gonna get dark kind of soon. Let's take a look at this. 75%. Doesn't look like that's going up, and with the gravity here, everything would fall down pretty fast. So I'll click the seismic data. Oh, it's too far away. Well, I'm not going to retract my legs to get that. Alright guys, that seems like a good place to stop, for me at least. I'll take to the forums, see if I can find any information about what was going on with the antenna sleep. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.